for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify as, welcome into the Hunter Houston ESG podcast. I am whatever you want to call me, T. Diddy, Tommy, Thomas, the dog, whatever. I answer just about everything. We have a wild show with two wild and amazing individuals for tonight. Now, before we get going, I have a warner. I have a warning alert for the people. Now, if you are easily offended, if you are easily upset by certain words, this is a rated M show tonight. So it's not our normally kid-friendly show where we use minor languages, so forth and so on, because we have some adult beverages in front of us. At least two of us do, because someone told me not to be a certain thing. So just to let you know, if you have young ears listening, you may want to send them to bed, or if you are easily offended, you may not want to watch or listen to this episode. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the show off and introduce our amazing and wonderful guest. We have from the PlaystationAin'tDead podcast, the host, the one, the only, Will Schultz. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
We have from our last episode of the Residentdarrell YouTube show, the LOOTBROS podcast host himself, the king, the quote unquote king of kings when it comes to podcasting, thinking he's Triple H over here. Residentdarrell, aka Mr. Ninjaloot, Mr. Death Metal gospel music, or so I say, yeah, more or less. What's going on?
He said, bring the hard stuff tonight. So here we go.
I brought the blue moon.
Blue moon. You know what you call a Smurf with his pants down?
What's that?
A blue moon. Oh, you know, I'm a little upset. I can carry on a conversation without curse words, without alliterations, without innuendo. I go to freaking parent-teacher conferences at least a couple times a year. So yeah, I'm adept.
I don't know if I could tolerate those. I'd probably tell somebody off and maybe get like kicked out of the school and have like my picture up.
There's only a matter of time before we find out. Hey, Will, I got a question for you. And this is kind of one of those like bullet to head, or gun to head questions, right? So if like somebody invited you camping and you want to do some like real gay stuff, would you brag about it?
I tell everybody, dude. I put it on social media.
Okay.
Jesus.
I went camping with a bunch of dudes and had like a circle jerk and handy J's. This is awesome.
This dude came up to me the other day at church. He asked me that. He's like,
at church.
Yeah, I know. he said, let me, hey man, gotta ask you a question. And I was like, oh no. And he put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, want to go camping? I was like, you got me. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. What's the other one? Do you know the difference between a burrito and a blowjob?
No.
Want to go to lunch?
Answer still stands. No.
Now,
I missed you freaking guys, dude. I told my wife, I was like, oh yes, I get to hang out with both of them at the same time. I was like, this is gonna be wild. So don't be watching YouTube. Don't be on Rumble.
Oh man.
Now, Will, last night we went over our favorite horror games. What are your top 5 favorite horror games? Obviously, you have 2 of them in the background right there, which is one and the same of Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 2 over Resident Evil 1 for me.
Okay.
Top 5?
We both said 5 last night, right?
Yeah, somewhere. Right?
Yeah, I can't count that. I can't count that high. That's it. Those are the only horror games I played. I don't play games. I just pose them. Yeah, I just pose with them. I take the picture and I throw it on the internet, and then like, oh, that guy games and shit. That guy's a gamer. That guy's a shelf collector. So
yeah, you're a collector versus gamer over here. I'm the true gamer. While now look, no. Gamer.
I'm only that's a joke. You realize it's sarcasm that I'm putting out.
I see what you.
I need to identify it. I enjoy the Dark Pictures anthology. What's the one? What's the one
Little Hope is the best one.
What's the one with the kids in the cabin and it's got
Until Dawn?
It's got Freddie Mercury in it.
That's Until Dawn.
Yes, I enjoy that one very much.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Have you watched the movie?
What the Queen film?
No. So they made
yes.
They made an Until Dawn movie.
Yeah. The one, no, it had nothing to do with the movie, and they just had to survive until dawn. And,
yeah, it was solid though. It wasn't terrible.
It was what was it, a Groundhog's Day style, and they just kept dying over and over again. Yeah, I did watch it. I enjoyed it because I didn't go in freaking wanting and expecting a dark picture, Until Dawn movie.
Right.
I enjoyed it. Dead by Daylight, I guess that's a horror game. You can't get much horror than that. I'm still playing that.
Yeah.
And for number 5, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now. I wish
Simon's Quest.
No.
That thing does
not, no. If there are no
zombies
being traced, I'm not interested. No, those aren't horror games. But Hentai versus Evil, a very horror. Yeah, so I even platinumed it. So we're gonna go with Hentai versus Evil for number 5.
Okay.
Man. Your boy, your boy is singing your praises right now. He's a horny boy.
Who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it, and let's go with the scary movies before we actually. I'm gonna go with a little bit of news because we have you here, Will, and we know how you like to do the news, and you like physical copies of everything. Well, just to let you know, if you haven't found this out yet, because I was going to share it, but I hadn't shared it yet, so let me go ahead and show you guys here. Let me find it, and let me post it up here. Give me just a second so you guys can see it. Look at this. Look at that, guys. Yes, some players have already received their copies of PlayStation 5 version of Battlefield with the full game on the disc. So the physical copy will have the full game on the disc. That's going back old school. And you being a collector, I feel like you almost have to buy this game now because the whole game is actually on the disc.
See, that's not a collecting game. That's a playing game. That's a sink a year of your life into playing game. That's not something for the shelf. If I was going to get Battlefield 6, I'd buy it digitally. Why? So I can share it with my girlfriend so we can play together. That is not a game that I'm going to chase. It's not going to appreciate in value.
Okay, I'm just saying that
you can thank the Saudi prince.
As people cry about physical copies and physical copies leaving, that's pretty damn impressive.
Are you familiar with Does It Play?
Does It Play?
Does It Play? They're a website resource, and they basically go out and they figure out which games are full on disc and which games are crap, or how much, or just keys.
See, I didn't know that. See, now I know that. See, I learned something by listening to you.
The more you know.
The more I know.
I've got a nice stack of games over here, just waiting on my next package time invite. In case you're wondering, it's about yay high.
Look, man, I hear that you have a lifetime ban until it is lifted, and I mean, your ban's not as bad as JP's ban from here, but
why is JP banned?
JP banned, like, even if he wasn't banned, he just wouldn't show up. So it's like
that's the whole point.
That's a voluntary ban.
Do the fucking show. Like 3 different times, like I pissed away like an hour and 30 minutes of preparation time, and this cocksucker doesn't show up. So I'm like, he has a permaban because I don't even trust him to even if he could show up, I wouldn't want him to show up now. And like it's like, oh, we need to go back and do a wrestling show again. Nah, man, eat dick. You
hear that, JP?
You have talked to me one too many times. Oh, he won't watch the show. It's just like he doesn't watch your show. So
he's hunkering down, preparing for those concentration camps to be thrown up in New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Eat dick. Stop being a fucking cock smoker when it comes to fucking not appearing when you say you're going to do shit. At least when I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. I may be an asshole and many other things, but if I say I'm going to do something, I go and I fucking do it. I don't cry and say, oh, I'm a little bitch. No, I fucking go and do it. So he's perma-banned from this show.
Can I point out something about both you gentlemen? The terms of endearment you use for your friends. Both involve fellatio and penises.
I call people dickheads. I don't call everybody.
I call everybody a cock smoker.
I was like, man, I was just thinking about it. It's like knowing that I am a friend of both of you means that I have voluntarily allowed myself to be called one of these names.
Oh, say it. Say it. Say it.
Penis.
Oh, my.
Now,
my pearls.
We're going to talk about scary movies first, but I'm going to go into two movies I think that are never mentioned, that are honorable mentions that should be mentioned more often. And I'm pretty sure both y'all have seen these movies. The first one is going to be Dead Ringers.
I saw The Ringer.
With Dead Ringers?
I may have seen. I think I saw when it came out. What is it?
Like 78.
No, 88. I'm the hell down there.
Jeremy Irons playing both lead roles, and he's like him and his twin brothers are both doctors, and they're dealing with this woman who is she has like some type of weird womb or something, and one of them's really nice and sweet, like the doctor, and the other one is like more kind of a devious and kind of gets by just being kind of a clown, kind of being a clown, and it's one of the most thrilling horror movies. It's not even really a horror movie, it's just psychological, and that's what makes it so endearing, is it's psychological. Now the next one, I've talked about this with you guys before, but I'll say it one more time. And this movie does, and I'm pretty sure Will has saw this one because I've recommended it too many times to him. Mr. Frost with Jeff Goldblum.
I have never seen this film. Sorry, dude.
Look at that mullet, bro.
And he basically, it's 1990s. I didn't even realize it was a 1990. I thought it was like an 88 or 86 film. I didn't even realize it was 1990 when this movie came out. But this movie is vastly underrated. It is an amazing movie. He plays a great psychopath in this movie. And he's like, well, I don't want to give anything away if you ever plan on watching it, but it's a great thriller / horror film. It's psychological. It really messes with you. And the whole movie is Jeff Goldblum being just Jeff Goldblum.
Well, I mean, it's got a rotten score 33, so I already know I'm in. Because whatever those clowns like, I tend to dislike. So that's a good sign.
But now let's go ahead and go on to the normal trope of movies that I know that you guys will like. And because I just wanted to do the ones that I know that I think that are just underrated that people may not have seen. But let's go to the ones that basically everybody's kind of seen. And here you go. Your typical Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, of course, 1, 2, and possibly, what was it, the reboot one, which was good, which was what, Nightmare on Elm Street again, or when it still had
Wes
the one
Craven's
actor.
New Nightmare.
Was it Dream
Nightmare? Yep.
Wasn't it Dream Warriors? Wasn't that 3?
No, Dream Warrior is number 3, and the soundtrack was done by Dokken. And for the video game Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES, that soundtrack was also done by Dokken.
Dude, the other Dream horror that exists is that Dream Drop Distance by that Kingdom Farts. It's terrifying. Dude, The Witch. All right, so that VV Itch or Witch.
The Witch,
dude, that movie's awesome. I freaking really like that movie.
So, which one of these movies really speaks to you and basically says that it is just horrifying or just terrifying all the way?
Dude, have you seen Midsommar?
I've seen Midsommar.
Oh my God, I watched that probably about a month ago, and
so
it was a hard watch.
I gotta be honest, that It Follows down there, that had my heart racing a little bit.
Now, Fright Night for me is still one of the best movies, even though it's in 1995. And the reason why it's one of my favorite movies, and I'll say this again, is because he's holding a cross, and then the spoiler alert, it's like 30-year-old movie.
85, baby. That's when I was born.
Okay, so spoiler alert, it's almost a 40-year-old movie. He's holding a cross, and the vampire laughs at him, and he says, "It only works if you believe." meaning which the cross has no power itself unless you believe in Jesus Christ.
That's right. That's right. And then later on Dracula Dead and Loving It, they would reenact that scene. You ever seen that one with Leslie Nielsen?
I always wanted to see that one with Leslie Nielsen. He's one of my favorite actors of all time because I have all the Naked Guns. I plan on getting a new one with Liam Neeson.
Yep.
But I've never seen Dracula Dead and Loving It, and I want to.
It's so good. Those movies were great, right? So Hot Shots 1 and Hot Shots Part 2. Freaking Naked Gun 33 and Third, and then Dracula Dead and Loving It. That whole run of just parody films. Oh, chef's kiss. So
have you seen Top Secret, Darrell?
I've not.
Oh my!
That's the one with Val Kilmer, correct?
Yeah, that's the OG. That's the one that started the whole wackiness. It's go check it out. I think you might like it. Top Secret. It's Val Kilmer's still walking around and pretty, and
yeah. So okay, now I got a question for you guys. There's a lot of just banger movies right there. Minus 28 Years Later. That one's kind of booty cheeks. Have y'all seen that yet? 28 Years Later.
I didn't mind.
No, I have not.
So it starts off really good. That first hour is solid. The second hour, I was like, what are we doing here?
It got a little wacky in the end, but they're just setting up the next film. And
I don't see how Eraserhead's a horror movie. By the way, I don't see how that's in there.
Dude, so The Substance, that one right there, that's what I was going to ask you guys about with Demi Moore. Have y'all seen that yet?
No, I have not. Seen The Substance.
Okay, it is a gratuitous amount of nudity, but it is.
Is it actually Demi Moore being nude, or is it someone else?
Yes, it is gratuitous nudity. It's Demi Moore, but
no. Is it a stunt double? Or is it actually her?
I don't know. I didn't get on there and really
calm the hell down.
Yeah, I didn't get on there and examine it.
Is that a merkin or is that her actual bush?
So you got a couple of my favorite movies on the screen right now. So definitely there's some things to talk about. But so I was at the library not too long ago. We were getting a whole bunch of stuff for my son, and I was walking by and I saw that VV Witch. I know it's not really pronounced VV Itch. I just really, really love saying it wrong. So I walked by and I saw The Witch on Blu-ray. I was like, oh, dude, I hadn't seen this in forever. I'll grab it while we're here, So I go to the counter and I go to check out all our stuff. And the lady's like, oh, you like horror movies? I was like, yeah, I love horror movies. And she goes, have you seen The Substance? I'm like, no. She goes, oh my gosh. She gets up, runs. She's not checking out her stuff anymore. She goes running down the aisles, comes back. You got to check this out. She said, it is super wild and it's all practical effects. I was like, okay, cool. All right. No context of what I'm getting ready to watch. So what I like to do currently while I'm operating my filthy resale business during the day is I will throw like a movie on in the background, and I'll clean discs or resurface discs, or I'll clean cases, or I'll package orders if I have a huge, like stuff, load to put out for that day or whatever. And I have like certain tasks that I'll just do while I'm watching a movie. I put in Substance, dude, and I was locked in. It is Demi Moore is a kind of an older fitness model, daytime television actress, and she accidentally overhears her producer saying it's time to get rid of her. We need the next big thing, the next new young thing. So she comes into contact with a
substance.
A substance, yes. I mean, a company that can provide the substance to create the new you. And what it does is it's a whole thing where you have to like take this injection. You have to hook up an IV to yourself. You have to live off of this liquid food for 7 days, and an actual young clone of you rips out of your body. Think the Alien, right? Mm-hmm. But like out of your spine. Just like your whole back half splits open.
Spoiler alert! It's like a year-old movie.
Well, I mean, this isn't the spoiler. This is just like the cover of the actual film is her back stitched up, right? So you're like, okay, within the first 15 minutes, you're like, dang.
So she basically sheds her skin like she's a lizard or a snake.
Yeah, like Hillary Clinton. Like just and then a young one.
Now, Tricky Mick just asked why wasn't he invited to the show, brother? You have an open invitation anytime you want to come. I basically,
you hate Tricky, is what you're saying.
I didn't say I hate Tricky. Tricky is always welcome wherever he wants to come on the show. All he has to do is ask, and he is always welcome. I've said numerous times to him that he's always welcome on this show. And anytime he wants to come on, he can come on.
All are welcome. What's that from? All are welcome. Horror film. All are welcome.
It's because he hates me. I don't hate
I don't
you,
know
brother.
that one, actually. Is that arachnophobia?
I have no hate for Tricky Mick. Shout out to Trophy Horror. Shout out to Proven Gamers. I have nothing but respect and absolute love for somebody who does as much charity work as he does to play the horrible games that he plays for kids' charities.
Yep. So before we get too yeah, that's right. Before we get too sidetracked, the substance. Anyways, the whole pitch, the whole thing about it is, while the host, or the Matrix is what they call them, old Demi Moore is down, you extract spinal fluid and you give yourself a shot every day. After 7 days, you have to go down, and the Matrix, the host, has to get up and heal, essentially. Eat a bunch of food and kind of freaking recharge, because it's been producing all that spinal fluid. And that's essentially what you're living off of. The twist is when your new clone doesn't want to go back down, or the host doesn't want to live and eat right. It becomes a conflict, and it's wild. What happens? I just didn't know anything about this movie. And I was like, dude, this is freaking crazy. Really, really excellent film. Excellent film.
So is the clone of her before the boob job or after the boob job?
It is actually a different actress altogether. So it's not like a 1-to-1 clone.
So is it like Rumor or
just? I will say this:
one of her kids, Rumor or Talila?
No, I don't think it's any of her kids. But
okay,
I will say, just a caveat: if you have issues with gratuitous nudity, stay away from it. And by issues,
now I have to watch that.
If you can't keep your mind and your hands to yourself,
I have a problem with gratuitous nudity.
Yeah, it's gratuitous. It's gratuitous.
Granuity. I think
it's granuity.
Granuity.
And it's not like sexual nudity. It's just in order for a body to rip out of a body, you see the body, and then there's lots of that going on. It's wild. Watch it.
Now, we are going to. Is there anything else we need to touch up on scary movies, or does anybody want to say their favorite scary movies before we move on?
I can't pick. There's just too many. It's like picking between my children. But when you had the Mupp, I saw The Omen, and I'll tell you, nothing scares me more than Satan. Satan films, fucking The Exorcist, The Omen, anything to do with which one?
The Right.
I've never seen that one.
I got a story. I'll let you finish. I got a story. It's wild.
But yeah, the just afterlife stuff, it skeeves me out. It's because I was raised strict Catholic as growing up, and there was this kid in the neighborhood. He was older, probably about 3 or 4 years older, and we'd all gather around by the bus stop. That was the spot where the kids hung out, and he'd seen these movies, and he would in great detail and description describe the movies to us. And we'd never seen it. I was like, holy shit. I knew about The Exorcist before I saw it. I knew everything about Amityville Horror before I ever saw it, and everything and about The Omen before I even saw it. And this shit stuck with me. There's a funny story. When I was a kid, we had a pipe that rattled. So you turn on the water in the shower, and the pipe would rattle, and then the water would come out, and it'd just be cool. I went to take a shower. I was probably about 6. I went to take a shower. I turned the thing. The pipe rattled. This was just after coming back fresh from the bus stop. The pipe rattled, and I jumped out of the bathroom butt naked, ran down the hallway, and I jumped, and I spider monkeyed onto my mom. The devil's coming after me! Ah! And it's one of her favorite stories to tell, and I think this is actually the first time I've ever told it. But can you imagine a 6-year-old boy looking butt naked, huge dick, just running, and just
28 days later. Excuse me, 28 years later.
And and she was like, oh, and my mom, she coddled me, and it's a good thing. But anyway, yeah, devil, anything with the devil, it scares me, and I need a good new devil movie. I can't remember the last one. Is The Conjuring a devil movie? Demons don't scare me as much as the devil himself. But yeah, The Omen, easily top 5, top 3. Shit.
Yeah. So The Rite. All right. I'm a big horror fan. I watched The Exorcist as a very young man. I didn't really have a ton of issues with devil stuff necessarily. Exorcism films, things of that nature. Now, again, I didn't grow up in a religious home, but became a Christian as a teenager, and then have just spent many, many years in ministry and around people. And I've just seen some weird crap. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I've had a lot of experience with demon possession and weird stuff like that. But I've just seen some stuff that sometimes it makes you scratch your head. Are people really like this? Or is there something influence on them? I'm not ready to answer that question, but I'm just kind of throwing it. Sometimes you wonder. So I remember when dude, I used to be hard as nails, literally and figuratively. Like I had a very tough exterior and interior, and nothing ever bothered me. Gore didn't bother me. Horror didn't bother me. Heights didn't bother me. Snakes didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Immigrants didn't bother me. I used to be really tough, and things just didn't rattle my cage.
Immigrants.
I was wondering. Y'all both looked like really intense, and no one was tracking theirs. Anyways, so
I'm listening.
So when I had kids, I became a softie. Like I started worrying about things. I started second guessing myself. Kids made me soft, like just a big freaking pansy. And I remember this was before my 10-year-old was born. I was in my studio. At the time, I had a room that was over my garage in my last house, and it had all my recording gear in there. It had all my guitars and all my stuff from when I was writing music and recording and all that. And I'm sitting in my office, or my little studio room, and I've got a movie on off in the corner, and I got my stuff, and I'm just riffing, and I'm having a rough time. You get the brain fog where you're just like, I'm so close to writing something good, but just not quite there yet. I literally told my wife I'm recording at 9. She calls me. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to turn on the PlayStation, maybe play some Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead, and get like the extra trophy stack or the Xbox stack or whatever I was on. And I'm just going to pay attention to this movie. So I put in The Rite. Okay. And it's Anthony Hopkins, and he's a priest, and he's trying to exorcise the demon out of this guy.
You're breaking up. Or is it me?
Can you hear me good?
Oh, no.
I hear you fine.
Okay, yeah. Maybe it was just you. All right. So Anthony Hopkins, you follow me?
I'm following you.
Can you hear me, Will? I don't think Will can hear me.
Will, can you hear him?
Okay. Well, we lost Will. Okay. I'll tell you then, T. Diddy.
Will come back.
Yeah. So Anthony Hopkins, and he's a priest, and he's casting out a demon in this guy. And as he's talking to the person, he keeps telling them for the demon to reveal their name. And the thing keeps saying all this crazy stuff, and it's swearing, it's huffing, it's puffing, it's doing all this stuff. And he's like, tell me your name. And it's like, and it's like, you can kind of feel the tension rising. And he's like, tell me your name. Tell me your name. And then, dude, right before the thing says it, I'm like, no, stop. I turned it off. And I'm like, I don't want to know its name. I don't want to invite that in my home. And that's very irrational. But I literally had this moment of life where I'm like, I've got kids. This is getting kind of wild. It's a movie. I get it. But what if I'm inviting something very gross and dangerous into my home? I turned it off. I never watched the movie again. I've never watched a single exorcism film since that one. I quit watching all of them.
Well, that's the thing, man. It's like some of these movies, like you could be inviting demons or evil into your home without you even knowing it sometimes. So you have to be very careful about what you do watch or what you do take in. Like there's this one that I watched like back in the 80s, and it's about I'm just trying to find it while while you and Will were talking, and I'm still trying to look for it. And it's basically about a town in Texas, right, where they go to, and then at night, like at a certain time, like once a year, it basically becomes the town of the devil. Okay, and so during that whole time, if you are caught outside of your house during that time, the devil can take you, and then he takes your soul. So long story short, two guys are kind of caught because there's one guy, he's trying to stay with a senorita that he likes because it's a beautiful, beautiful Mexican girl, and he's a gringo. For those who don't know, gringo is like a white guy or an outsider. Will's looking at me like, you shaking your head, it's true.
Don't appropriate my culture, please. Thank you.
Hey, I am honorary. I know I'm Irish and Indian, but I'm honorary.
You're Irish and it's Comanche and I don't know, American, and then that's it. You just stay on your side of the border.
Yeah, pretty much. But so basically, in this town, one of the guys gets caught at the very end. I'm gonna give it away because it's almost a 40-year-old movie at this point. And then the one guy comes back thinking that he's gonna save the other guy, and as soon as he comes back the year later, they grab him, and then they give him the mark of the beast or the demon or of Satan, and then it turns out that his friend was turned into the demon that basically, and he's sacrificing his friend to Satan at the very end. Spoiler alert.
There you go. And we don't know the name of the film, so it's not much of a
I will find it and I will post it and I'll put it in the caption for it.
So.
Still looking for it.
Chat GBT, find all movies about Texas and gringos. 40 years old. Go.
Tricky Mick is off the bed. Tricky, I also have to be at work at 4:00 tomorrow morning, but I'm still here doing my thing.
That's right. You pussy.
Refer back to what he said about JP.
If anything, he'll shoot JT a text. It's like, he's bullshit talking to you. JT's like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny because Tricky will enter every single podcast ever. Why wasn't I invited? You're always welcome. I'm going to bed. That's I've been hearing that for 10 years. Every time.
He's just laying that guilt on like a Jewish grandmother and shit. He's from New York, so it's to be expected.
Yeah. Now, for those who are unsure about these troubling times while we're having a shutdown of what consoles they should be playing, what games they should be playing, well, ladies and gentlemen, look no further than right here. We have a little bit of every console. We're going to go over to take a look at some consoles and what consoles you should be playing. In other words, should you be playing a Switch 2? Fuck no, because you're not gay. Should you be playing?
Unless you are, you would get the Switch.
Unless you are, then I guess you're still wrong because Switch 2 sucks dick.
Dude, oh my gosh. Going back to JP real quick. This is not supposed to be the bag on JP, but Patrick Hickey Jr. From Legacy Comics, he posts stuff on social media just to get engagement, right? So he was posted today, he was, what's a brand you're always going to be loyal to? And then, of course, top comment from JP was Nintendo. I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's the problem. So, of course, I naturally click on it. And I was going to go in there and make a sarcastic, silly remark just to get everybody all riled up and excited. And then I saw multiple Nintendo shills, and I was like, you know what? Read the room, Darrell. See, exit stage left. Just leave them alone. I'm out of here.
Dick riding. I would say the best console to have if you are poor or if you're down on your luck and you need something to play and you don't have money for new games. Now, our friend Will Schultz at PlaystationAin'tDead just got himself a preservation machine for the PlayStation 2.
Time out. Yes. Because somebody accused me of this same bullshit earlier, and I needed to set them straight. So I'm going to set you straight as well, and all your listeners as well. I got a PS2 Slim. It's modded. It's modded to play PAL, PS1, PS2 games, and Japanese PS1 and PS2 games. I have a good sized library of Japanese PS1 games, and I can play them now.
This is true.
I can play them now, but I can play them through my modded PS3. But I'm not out to pirate them. I'm not out to pirate these games. I'm not looking for pirated games. I'm not collecting pirated games. I'm simply using the machine to play these games. With just easy peasy. Put it in, pop it in, go and play. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass with my modded PS3, so I got a modded PS2 to play these games. I am not out to get a hard drive full of mod or pirated games. That's not my goal. And,
preservation games. We don't use the P word around here.
Preservation is a P word. Son of a gun.
Now, I, on the other hand, have a preservation machine that I put discs in, download to the hard drive, and then I sell those discs on eBay.
Oh my god.
Now, I would say the best machine to have, if you're going to have any machine, would probably be a
Xbox Series X.
I'm gonna say the original Xbox.
Oh, gross! You just made me die on my cheap.
It's either the original Xbox or PlayStation 2. You can't go wrong with either one of those systems.
I strongly disagree with you on that one, Thomas.
Okay, then what system? Let's say, for the sake of argument, you only had $200 to your name, and you could only buy one system and 3 games. Okay, you have $200 that's within a price limit, and it's an older system. It's not an Xbox X series. It's not a PS5. So you're dealing with let's say PS3 and down. What would you get?
So PS4 isn't on the table?
I was about to say, yeah. You said not a Series X, not a PS5. I would immediately default PS4. But if you're going to go Gen, was that 7 and below?
I
would still probably lean on. Okay, if that's the case, probably 360 or PS3. 360 had a great lineup, had a great library.
Dude, no, it's the answer is simple. It's a backwards compatible PS3. I mean,
yeah, because then you get PS1, 2, and 3.
Yes, I mean, if you're going for a console, that's the one to get.
I can't disagree with that at all. I totally back that play. Now, finding one for $200, good luck. But let's just stay there readily available.
With a working drive in it.
Yeah. You tell them. I mean, it does require some maintenance. You got to know what you're doing. You got to open the thing up. You got to baby it. You got to repaste it. Sometimes change this and that.
Some people would say a GameCube or Nintendo 64.
No. I mean, it all depends on what it all comes down to what you had nostalgia for, and NES or the Nintendo, it got a hold of a lot of young people's balls very early, and that hold is strong. But
you always remember your first. That's the problem. These guys are still like it got a hold of them.
Would go with a PSP or a PlayStation Vita.
If we're talking stranded on an island, and we have to just choose the one, I think that Will is 100% correct, because that fat boy, that backwards compatible PS3 plays PS1, 2, and 3, and the PS2 library was so insane. There's more quality on that library than there in hours than there are like life left to live. So if I'm stuck on a stranded island, but I've got infinite supply of video games for this one console, like I'll die before I play them all. And there was so much quality and there's so much good stuff. Now I'm a PS3 diehard, and that was one of the things that Will and I share is a love for. At least we did when I met him. He's kind of changed a little bit. He's one
what does that mean? What are you trying to say?
But PS3 was just like, PS3 just scratches an itch with me as a collector and as a video game fan that I love me some PS3. And there's some banger titles on there. PS1 I played, I collected, I started my entire Resident Evil,
journey.
Identity, I'm saying, my journey as a young man with the PS1. So like for me, PS1, 2, and 3, it's bliss, but if I was going to say, if you were just not going current gen and we're going all previous gens, PS4 has an incredible library. accessibility as far as the diversity of games and the remasters and the compilations that are on there, I would go PS4 if it was on the table. So I wouldn't go Nintendo anything.
Yeah.
So
what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
What am I looking at?
Yeah, because you're not looking at me.
How much money? Again, bang for your buck, based off of what's going on in today's society, is going to get you through. In other words, like let's say, like right now, I know that Will plays Call of Duty, COD. He plays a little bit of Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then I'll catch him on something else, but usually he just says, I'm on my PS5, which means he's watching YouTube or watching a movie. So what's going to basically make you basically say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to spend my money on. What is the current game that's going to make you say, hey, I have to go and get it right now and play it?
So what's going to put my ass in the store and pay $70 for a game? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Because it is very rare that I will pay $70 for a new game. I'll sit around and I'll wait.
Usually. I paid $80 for Ghost of Utah just because the fact is that I wanted it.
I know you did, and I can't help you. I want to play that game, like I really do, but I can't bring myself to pay that price. I did run out and I bought Silent Hill F on PS5. I paid full price for it.
And you didn't even open it to play it.
I still don't have my steelbook.
Wanted to get that steelbook. I'll tell you a story. So I did it. I did that. I wanted the steelbook, and my girlfriend was a huge factor in this because she wanted to play it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get you that game, girl. And I went out and I got that game. And I was like, I'm going to get you that steelbook too. And but big old fart. Did you get the steelbook?
The steelbook for this game here.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a dude on it. Nobody wants to see that. Get that shit And of course, as if you don't or do not know, GameStop screwed it up. No, they got about 2 to 5 steelbooks per store, 15 if it was a big store, and everybody who pre-ordered it, not everybody got them.
Usually, Best Buy just does all the steelbooks now, right?
No, this was a GameStop exclusive. And, it was a GameStop pre-order exclusive, but I did secure a steelbook. Chris, the guy who's setting up my PS2 right now, and he managed to secure one for me.
What is the name of his store, man? I tried to give him a shout out the other day, and I forgot the name of his store. I thought he told me once, and I was like trying to shout out, like, oh, he's in North Carolina. It's Chris. He has this game store, and he's a cool guy.
He's in Shelbyville, North Carolina, and how far is that from y'all?
I have no idea. Is it close to Charlotte? Because Charlotte's an hour and 40 minutes away from me.
Hold on, let me look it up here real quick.
I tell you what,
I always get the name wrong. I think it's Level Up Games.
Level Up Games.
Well, if it's a Level Up Game, shout out to him. He's actually saved my ass so many times in COD when I'm playing with these guys, and he's a great COD player.
Yeah, he's good at games. He's young. He still has his hand-eye coordination is still kicking. Next Level Games.
Next Level Games.
Next Level
North
Games.
Carolina. Shout out to Chris.
Next Level Games and Repairs is the name of his shop, and he gave me a super good deal on the trade-in. I sent him a pile of controllers with stick drift, and he repairs them. And what's he going to do? He's going to turn around and he's going to put them on his shelf and sell them and make a profit off me. And you know what? I'm happy with it. And he took 2 of my stick drifted controllers that I wanted to keep. He's going to put Hall effect sticks in them.
Nice.
And so what that means is stick drift, thing of the past. He's hooking that up. And I am getting a banger of a game. Oh my God, I got a banger PS2. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's sealed even. I'm going to keep it a secret. If you want to find out. No, tune in to the PlaystationAin'tDead podcast every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
So is that going to be on the rarity report, or is that just going to be a part of your package time?
It's going to be package time. It can't be rarity report because it's already rare. It's not. It's rare-ish, but it's already an established. It's already an established game.
So will it also make? Will play this?
No, Will's not going to play this one. It's sealed.
He said it was sealed. Will doesn't open sealed.
No, I'm gonna pirate that shit. I'm gonna also have him send him a USB drive I can plug into my pirate PS2 and just play the shit out of it.
Hey, he just said he wasn't going to do that stuff.
Like, that's hypocrisy.
He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm just
doing that fucking bullshit.
Dude, so I just got this Xbox Series X. Plugged it up. Didn't even play for 15 minutes. And right stick drift. Look straight down. Can't do anything.
No, man. Well, dude, seriously, send it to Chris. He'll put Hall Effect sticks in it for you. Problem solved. He'll take trade-in too. I mean,
he's 2 hours away from me. I just looked it up. So
he's no double in games, but he will fix your shit. If your shit's broken, that's the guy. I have a PS3. It's my OG PS3 from back in the day. It's a slim. It's got it's got my original account on it, and it's untouched, it's pristine. You know what I mean? I'm eventually going to send it to him. So he can repay, because I'm afraid to turn the thing on because of its age. I'm gonna pack it up. I'm gonna send it to him at some point, and I'm gonna send more controllers to him. And yeah, it's dude, the guy's a miracle.
Photos too.
How many janky controls you got?
Dude, I sent him like 4 or 5 PS4 controllers, and I sent him about 4 PS5 controllers. They just it's it's wear and tear. This shit, because when you play games like you play a lot of first person shooters, you're mashing in on that.
PS5s in your house, right?
I got 2.
I thought your girlfriend has one, your boy has one.
No, my boy's a PS4. He's that's where he stopped, and he's also got an Xbox and he's got a Switch.
Fair enough. Okay.
But you're mashing in on that R3 or L3, I can't remember, to dash.
Yeah.
And that's what kills my controllers. It's what's killed all my controllers is freaking PUBG and Call of Duty, just running. And the guy does great work. It's excellent work. Check him out.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the one more time? What's the name of it?
Oh, I just set it up. Next Level Games and Repairs in Shelbyville, North Carolina.
It's only an hour and 50 minutes away from me, Thomas, which is probably a little bit more for you because you're a little further.
Yeah, I'm further out. Yeah. Now, just to let you know, Chris, the next time, buy me back first when we're playing COD, since I gave you a shout out.
That's funny.
Almost.
Hey, Chris is a team player, unlike somebody who just goes out on his own over here. It's like, fuck you guys. I'm just going to go out and I don't even want to do the missions that fucking Sean sets up. It's just like, no, I'm just going to do my own thing.
Well, you know what's crazy is that, like, your problem is that he goes and does his own thing. I don't even get invited to the games.
Oh, come on. You don't play this, dude.
I've got Black Ops 6. I bought it brand new when it came out, and I have never played it because I don't have anyone to play with.
Yeah, and there's no promise of a trophy in it for you, so you're like, whatever. Yeah, man. That's on you.
You don't want to know how many platinums I've gotten since we started talking tonight.
What? I'm giving you dickheads my freaking full undivided attention. You put that shit down. And I got this guy. I got this guy over here.
It's a shovelware endless runner. All I'm doing is hitting X to start the next run. I've gotten like 7 platinums since we started talking tonight.
Filthy. You're a filthy reseller. You're a filthy podcaster.
and a filthy trophy hunter.
Oh my God.
I am so filthy. Dude, Tricky and I did a bunch of Patreon episodes for Trophy Horrors and Proving Gamer. And I can tell you, because I have it brought up over here to my left, I got 16 platinum trophies in the time that we were talking. I paid $4.99.
Very sad.
I paid $4.99 for a bundle of 24 platinums. It is 1,000 trophies.
Very sad, Darrell.
That's all right. My 500th platinum will be a legit great game.
Now, I'm sorry, does Reggie also sell consoles as well, like specialized consoles, or he just sells games? Radical Reggie.
I can't speak on his filthiness.
Okay, I know he's part of the shows and he's one of the filthy resellers, so I just figured I would ask.
I love his whole thing when he was explaining that he just turns Whatnot on and lets it just sit and just buy it now stuff. Like, that's actually really, really smart. I'd have never thought about just having it up and the store live and active while you're playing games and stuff. And it's just like, dude, just do your own thing. And then if people want to buy something, they buy it. If they got questions, just kind of check over to it. Because like I've been sitting in this endless cycle of trying to be somewhat entertaining and talk to people, and I don't know what I did to break the algorithm.
Insult them like Mr. Right Way?
Oh, dude, I insult my people all the time, but not like in a serious way. So I'm not one of those Whatnot crash out streamers. Although I'd probably do better if I was. I just can't. I can't bring myself to being a dirtbag in real life.
Did you hear about the Whatnotter? He does shoes. He got raided midstream, mid Whatnot stream by the I don't know the cops or the FBI or whatever, but he got busted for counterfeit
shoes.
Yeah, they took him away.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So while he's streaming, the cops are raiding his ass.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta ask James. James saw James. I don't know if he saw it or he saw the video.
I read an article about it.
Yeah, but I need to see that. This gotta be good.
Put the Jordans down, motherfucker.
Dude, what's crazy? I actually two stories. One real quick. I went to the flea market this morning. That lady stood me up when I was going to buy that bundle of consoles. So I just went to the flea market. I was like, I'm showing up late. Probably won't find anything. Roll out with a bunch of shoes and some games to go send a double mint. Heck and Steve will love it because everything I got was double mint food. But I picked up a pair of Jordan Retro 3s today. And I posted a picture because I've started to try to lean into social media more. And every time I post pictures of my haul, someone will message me wanting to buy something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, it's easy. Yeah, sure. So somebody hit me up and wanted those Jordan Retro 3s today. I was like, I might be a shoe guy. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh no, don't. I saw your post and on Facebook, and it's like, or in our chat. You got video games about it's a bunch of shoes. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing?
No, those are all for my guy.
Don't go to them. Have them meet you somewhere else. In a very public spot that's closer to where you live, rather than like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to where you at. Nah, homie.
No, I'm done with that.
Shoes, like, nah, my man, you coming to me.
I'm done with all that marketplace stuff, dude. It has been such a drag over the last couple of years, but dude, today was the straw that just broke it. I'm like, I am not driving to meet somebody else to make a deal. I don't care how good the freaking deal is, because I'm sick and tired of being people just not like, they don't value your time. They're inconsiderate, they're late, they're no show. Like, I'm about to be.
Do you know how many times that has happened to me on Marketplace?
Just all the time, every day.
Zero.
What?
0 times. You know why?
I've never had it happen to me. I've just rescheduled on some people, but other than that, I've never had that. I do hate the fact that I did everything right for this guy. I had traded some games with him, and the fucker gave me like 4 stars rather than 5 stars and hurt my 5-star rating over the fact that I didn't talk to him longer than 10 minutes because I had to go pick up my daughter from ballet. And I'm like,
he didn't want to buy. He wasn't buying a console. He's trying to buy your friendship.
He was buying a friend.
Fuck that dude, man. Yo, I don't care. I don't care if that dude wants to trade me something unbelievably good. I will never do business with him again, man. He gave me a 4-star, and I think his comment was, wasn't very conversational. Dude, I talked to you for over 10 plus minutes. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, another 20 minutes and you would have had a handy. What the fuck?
Yeah,
you're not doing it right, dude.
He was looking for love in all the wrong places. So explain to me how you have this amazing streak on Marketplace, because it is abysmal around here.
I'm not filthy. My reputation precedes itself. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
You need to have a more better picture. My pictures of me and my child, and it's like, oh, he looks friendly. And then meet me in person, like, oh, he looks like he's a killer.
Well, yeah, it's your camera, dude. Your camera, you still look like a killer. Why didn't you fix your camera, dude?
You told me to change my camera, so now I have the 1080p camera going. I'm looking directly into it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's looking awful PlayStation 1-ish right now. You and your Laura Croft polygons.
Yeah, Daryl and I over here on PS5 fucking shit. PS4. Okay, PS4.
We ain't tracing Rays over here.
Look, you're all fancy with your StreamYard and your expensive stuff. I'm cheap. I ain't got no money. I use Rumble's free tools. Thank you, Rumble, for hosting us. And thank you, YouTube, for also hosting us. Thank you, Twitch.
Isn't Rumble like the extreme right wing? Is that right? I don't know.
I mean, extreme right wing or just kind of like commonsensical these days.
Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I mean,
I don't have a super chatter who super chats every 5 seconds in Jedi.
James is getting rich over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, about once a month he kicks down and he pays the fucking StreamYard fees once every other month and shit. You know, after shit piles up, but no, he does right by us. It's a running gag.
He does it the right way.
Nobody does it the right way but me.
Dude, I would laugh if Mr. Rightway came into one of y'all's shows.
Bro, you gotta have him on.
Did like a $5 donate and said, you know what, you guys are awesome. And it's all he said was positive things about you, and basically spent $100 going after you guys. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, great. Yeah, I messaged Chris in the middle of the show. I told him I was just singing your praises, and there he is. Speak of the devil. Hey, what's up, Chris?
Yes, we did talk about your awesome and cool store and gave you a shout out. And I also said next time I die, please revive me first, because usually I die first when we all play COD together. So thank you, Chris, for being cool and super awesome. And of course, fixing all the Will's controllers, because he said that you actually are the best controller fixer there is.
Actually, Chris just messaged me and sent pictures and said the reason why that all of his controllers are messed up is because they got all that nasty gamer goo on them. From the one stick's got Cheetos and the other stick, well, who knows?
Dude, you're so filthy. You leave a slime trail every time between fucking marketplace pickups. I don't want to hear it.
Dude, sometimes it's bad. Like I'm working on a video right now for this Xbox Series X beside me, and I may or may not have told you this, Will.
I'm gonna hop on and accept your friend's request, by the way.
I'm not sure if I've told you this, but so I go to my favorite local game store. It's a store inside a store. So the marketplace vendor mall inside is Overstock Collectibles, and my buddy Steven owns it. I buy stuff and trade stuff with him all the time. And he posted, or the guy that runs the counter for him, he posted this Xbox Series X. And I was like, you know what? I don't have one. I need some good trade bait. I'm going to go get it. So I'm in there in my booth in the vendor mall, and I've got 220 just random games. Most of it's just absolute trash. I looked at Paxton and I said, what if we went over there and traded this in for that Xbox right now? Bro, I took a tub and I started filling it up with these games, right? I take it. Yeah, Overstock Collectibles was awesome, Chris. I'm sure you probably have met Steven if you've done any of the conventions and things like that, Siege and stuff. He had a booth there, but great dude, amazing guy, and a good friend of mine. And so I'm over there at the counter and I'm dumping all these games on him. Now, I also had like $250 worth of credit on my account, and I had a stack of Pokemon cards that I just was going to trade in because they take Pokemon. So I'm taking all of the games out of the plastic sleeves I put them in because I can't stand to put stickers on the actual cases. I put them in these plastic sleeves, put the sticker on there. And I'm like 75 games deep. He comes over to just make conversation. And I looked at him, I said, Steven, you don't want to be over here. You don't want to see what I'm about to do to you. He looked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He did. It was Overstock Overstock bins before it was collectibles. But yeah, so I told him, I said, you don't want to see what I'm about to do to you, as I'm taking all these sports games and all these Wii shovelware games. I traded them in, and sure enough, I traded them in, and I had way more than I needed as far as the trade credit goes for my Xbox Series X. And I left, and I was like, I'm sorry.
You should be, dude. That's like the filthiest move ever.
It was so bad. It was
You know,
so bad.
you know who does that? Phoenix Resale. He'll stack up all his trash, his complete just $2 trash, because he gets a lot of it from his stupid app and whatever. Well, anyway, he'll take his complete pile of trash, freaking a cubic freaking ton of trash.
Yes.
And he'll trade it in. Sure, he only gets $1 a piece, but you know, at the same time, he's trading all his trash, and he takes the fucking gems out of the store.
You do that 400 times, and you got a freaking Silent Hill or
but it's
eventually a Kuon.
It's filthy, dude. It's not the way to do it. You're screwing over the freaking the oh my god. I can't.
It was dude. The best part is, right? So I got like some really crappy footage of it. Like, so I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna.
Dude, don't.
Chris said he used to have a discount bin in the store when he used to know him back in the day.
Yeah, he had a bin store back in the day. It was overstock bins. And what happened was just like buying Amazon trucks and buying Target trucks and all the liquidation stuff. Everyone and their mom was doing it. There's a bin store in every corner. So like the inventory got worse quality and got more expensive. And he was just like, I'm not really making any money. What if I just rent all the space out to vendors? And you open up the marketplace vendor mall. So we've had a bin in there. We've had a booth in there forever. So, and the best part is for him is he made money off every trash game I sold in his store. And now he gets to make money off all the trash games that I traded into his store.
Speak Easy Gamers. You know what I'm talking about? You know this guy?
Yeah.
What?
I like Easy. We've talked
that
back and forth.
Acknowledgement was less than enthusiastic.
So, all right, I like Easy, and had someone do that one time to get a PS5. Didn't bother me because I got a mountain of. There you go. See, he gets it. That's your guy. That's your boy. You vouch for this guy. So, and when he says mountain, I mean it really is a mountain.
He's still learning. I'm trying to teach him. No, I'm kidding.
So, but yeah, Easy Gamer. I like Easy. We've conversed back and forth a little bit. We've had some conversation, and he's come on my Whatnot streams and stuff. Super chill guy. I watch all of his videos. I try to be supportive and hype him and do all that thing or whatever. He's got some interesting opinions on the market and collecting and who's at fault and all this stuff. And I'm just like, you're doing some really gross stuff. Real gross. And but yet during the videos, like you're talking about how these things, yeah, he takes a whole, did stick drift. Hey, I got a Xbox Series freaking brand new controller with stick drift right here that I was just told to send to you. So who knows? I might send. I've got probably a box or two of controllers and stuff still. But yeah, he's just got some interesting opinions, and the way he structures his videos and throws his little opinions in there. Sometimes it doesn't match up with what he's actually doing, which I think is supposed to be on purpose. But sometimes it's like, I don't know. Are you serious? Like, what's your position here?
Well, his whole shtick is he's not timid about being a scumbag. You know, he's open about being a scumbag. He'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna throw look behind the curtain. Here it is, and he throws it open and lets you see all the nasty. And he does it. And he does it well.
Yeah. What he picks up in one video is a month for me. I'm just like, dang, dude, he's killing it.
But what kills me is he's like, I don't know, does he believe that admitting that you're a scumbag gives you an excuse to be a scumbag? Is that a license to scumbag? I don't know. I mean, it's
like an AA meeting. Like, I'm a scumbag reseller.
Dude, there's a video right there. Everyone in like the COVID style, like little squares or whatever, like doing a Zoom call.
Hi, Caleb. But but I'm sorry, it doesn't excuse it. I mean, it's like it's like I murdered somebody, but I told you about it, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. You're still a scum. Don't do it. Just don't. I love the guy. The guy tears me in half morally every fucking day.
So I think that something needs to happen. We need like a Bible or a guideline on what is and is not scummy behavior. And
so you need to write a book called The Reseller's Guide to Video Games.
Yes, The Reseller's Guide to the Galaxy. But the thing is this, right? Trophy Horse used to have this unwritten rule book, right? Where this was years and years ago. This is right when I got, I mean, you talking about, you think I'm a scummy reseller? I'm a much scummier trophy hunter. But that was a big point of contention for many years. It's like, they're like, oh, well, if you do this, you're a scummy, PlayStation gamer, and you're a blah, 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 blah. And this is not a, this is spam, and this is not a reputable platinum. And this is if you have to put rubber bands on your thumbsticks and let them run all night long so you can rack up points, whatever, that's this and that, the other. And I'm like, y'all need to put the book together. Like, it needs to be like a whole rule book. It needs to be voted on. Like a whole panel of purists need to come together and do this thing. And you need to do that for resellers, because I'm sick and tired of this.
I will send you the manifesto. It's been
that could be a whole YouTube series where you just analyze. And that's right. You know what? Yeah. I mean, the worst part though are the scumbags who point the finger. It reminds me of a passage of scripture where old Jesus was like, hey, you are pointing out the speck in your brother's eye, but you're not worried. You're not talking about the plank in yours, and that's what's happening with all these guys online. They're like, oh, scumbag resellers ruin it for everybody. But look at me at my yard sale and my GameStop trade-ins, and I'm doing the same thing, but just not telling everybody.
That's the key to being a scumbag is you don't tell anybody. You don't put it on YouTube.
That is the trick.
You don't put it on YouTube. You don't brag about it on social media. In fact, I got a lot of social media posts.
Girls that brag about having herpes. Don't brag about that shit.
Who brags about having herpes? What?
Dude, you need to look on TikTok and look on Instagram. There are girls who like, yeah, I got herpes, but I can have any man I want.
Okay, Thomas, I don't know how we always end up back to this with you, but you always bring it to like the weird parts of sexuality in life, where it's like, there's these girls on the internet, they're saying and doing all this stuff, and there's this butthole stuff out there, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, wait, we're talking about being scumbag resellers, not having
herpes.
That's pretty scummy, dude. Like, basically telling people you have herpes, and then like you go out and like, oh, I have herpes, by the way. Do you still want to have sex with me? I'm like, no.
I don't know what to say to that, dude.
Hey, it's better than chlamydia.
Dude, my wife told me, dude, no joke. My wife, when she first started nursing, she's a labor and delivery nurse, right? She came home. She's like, oh my gosh, someone named their child chlamydia because they thought it sounded pretty. That's a true
chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia, dinner's ready. Come inside now, you hear?
Come here, chlamydia.
Chlamydia, go clean your room.
You imagine going to school with the name chlamydia?
Clapping, yo.
Charlie here, chlamydia. Present.
And you're serious? Your wife?
I swear to you. I swear. And this is not a joke. This is not her being funny. She worked at a hospital. She doesn't work at this hospital anymore.
Is it with a K or is it with a C?
I don't know.
It's probably misspelled 5 ways from Sunday.
Okay. So what she was explaining to me at the time was that there's just a certain naming convention. A certain naming convention where people
spoke volumes.
where people take names and pieces of names from family members, and they put them together, and that's how they came up with their name.
Because in the state in Mexico, it's illegal to name your child Batman. There's a whole list. There's a whole list of names, and Batman is among them.
Well, chlamydia should be.
You have a selective list of what names you can name your child. Well, you used to back in the day. Now I don't know if it's that way anymore. But you can only name your kid certain names, and because if there's too many of the same names, people get confused. You can't have too many Claudias. You can't have too many, Ralph or Uli.
We had too many Claudias, so we needed some chlamydias.
Claudia here, chlamydia present.
Lingering.
Isn't this podcast supposed to be about horror games and video movies?
Yeah,
a whole different kind of horror.
Well, let's go ahead and close this out. What are you currently playing, Will?
All right. Other than the usual suspect, no.
He ain't playing no more.
No. Other than the usual suspects, I'm still just going back and playing Tenchu. I play Tenchu probably about once a week. I just pop it in, boop, 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 and it's easy.
For PlayStation 2 or for the PlayStation 1 or for the Xbox 360, which is Tenchu Z, the best Tenchu game ever made.
I own that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so do I.
But I couldn't play it because my son doesn't have an Xbox 360. I thought it'd be backwards compatible, but it isn't. It's not on the list.
You still don't have a 360?
Well, oh no, I do have it. Oh shit, I do have a 360. I'm gonna go play that. But yeah, I got a 360. Friend hooked me up. Matthew Rothfuss. He freaking was kind enough to donate me. I guess they call it the VCR Xbox 360. You know, the latest model.
Yeah, it's the E series. It looks like the Xbox One.
Yeah, it's freaking yeah, it does the trick. It's great. It's holy shit, I totally forgot about my Xbox 360 games.
This one right here?
That's the Slim. That's the S.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the one after that. It's like it looks like a VCR. It's just perfectly square. But
I got 3 of these.
I mean, I play Wrath of Heaven over and over again. It's just it's an addiction. And but I'm trying to think if I played any new games. Shit. No, dude, I'm just a casual gamer. It seems a lot of Call of Duty and Dead by Daylight.
And Darrell, I'm assuming you're still playing the Beast for. Yep. Dying Light 2.
Dying Light the Beast. That's what. As soon as we hang up this call, I'm going right back to it. I mean, you probably don't want to know about the spam trash I've played the last couple of days, but
or what you've been playing during the podcast.
If you want to call what I've been doing playing, then sure.
Yeah, shovelware horse shit.
Shovelware horse crap. That's right.
I am playing Ghost of Yutei because this PlayStation Plus came out today. So basically, I'll try Alan Wake 2 out, Cocoon, and my daughter has enjoyed Goat Simulator 3 because she likes those games.
Man. Dude, I just picked up Goat Simulator 3 for $10 at Walmart this past weekend.
It's fucking free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, 2 days later, I fucking learned that, dude. It's fucking god damn it.
Hey, the same time that you said that you picked up Goat Simulator, I bought Alan Wake 2 brand new for $50, and then that we got that one on Plus. But I don't care. I wanted a physical version.
It's not.
The DLC is only $6. I just picked that up. So if you go to the sales online, it's $6 for the DLC, all the extra DLC. It's only $6. So pick that up, man. It's definitely worth getting. I got it a couple hours before we started podcasting.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted a physical version for my personal collection, and I ended up getting it for like after points and my $5 coupon at GameStop and all that stuff. I got it for like $38 or something. I feel like it's going to be in one of my next videos. I don't remember which.
Well, I'll be in one of your future videos because I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that Wii U with all those games, and then I'm going to entice you with a few other things and some money.
I'm going to be in one of your future videos because I'm going to create a false Facebook account and might put up a miracle buy on Marketplace in your town and have you come and no one's there.
Guess what? I'm not falling for it anymore because that keeps happening to me. So today's story,
fake VPN is going to be some old lady like, I have all these games from the Pong and paddles and stuff and the Atari 2600.
Bro, can I tell y'all a story real quick before we get out of here?
Go ahead.
All right. I had a local game store hit me up and they're like, hey man, there's this chick came in trying to sell me a bunch of consoles and stuff. I'm overloaded. And he's like, but I told her about you. And if you're cool, I'll give her your number. I was like, okay, cool. And this is the first time this guy's ever passed a deal on to me like that, but there's been several times where he's done kind of nice things or whatever. And I'm like, I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know how this came to be, but I'll do it. The lady says she's got like 20 something consoles, right? I'm like, okay, cool. So upon having conversation with her over the phone, I'm like, wait a minute. I know who this is. This is the storage unit lady that brought all these totes. She brought on all these bins, right, of cameras and all this great eBay stuff, right? But it was filled with water. So everything was destroyed in it. Everything inside was destroyed. I was like, oh man, dude, because she probably had several $100s worth of cameras, but like it was all wet and it was all rusted and it's just gross. Anyways, long story short, she gives me her address. We set up a time. I drive out to her house. I film the drive. I'm having this conversation. I'm like doing this whole thing. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a friggin' awesome video. 20 consoles, a bunch of games. I'm like, I got a wallet full of cash. I'm like, this is going to be a solid deal. I get there, and it is a scene out of Hoarders like you ain't ever. It was gross, man. It was so nasty. And I'm a germaphobe. The fact that I even do filthy reselling anyways is crazy because every time I touch one of these grimy controllers, these consoles with gamer goo on them, like I feel like I got to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? So she's pulled out all these, she got these tables popped up. She got these console stuff out there, and there's obvious signs of infestation on these things. I'm like, I'm not bringing that in my house. I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it. So she has this shed, and we're digging through this shed. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's always totes in there. I pull this tote out, and it's full of consoles. Bro, it was like a scene out of Joe's apartment. Just bugs crawling out of there. I'm like freaking out. I am out. I am not touching any of this stuff. So we did find like some games and some Blu-rays and some, yeah, dude, it's awful. But like in some of the areas that weren't gross and disgusting or visibly disgusting, we did, I found like just a couple 4Ks and some Blu-rays and some games and things that just didn't have any obvious signs of anything on it. Also in one of the totes, she had the Arkham City statue with the special edition art book with Batman, the black and white statue and stuff. I just recently sold mine on Whatnot. One of those impulse sales where like sometimes the shows are really good and we're like hundreds of dollars deep, and it's like, man, I'm selling everything. Sometimes I'm standing there for hours going, does anybody want anything? Dude, yes. I'm sure he's seen that, Chris. That's terrible. So one night we're having a pretty solid show, and this dude's like, man, I want one of those Batman statues behind you. And I just kind of impulse pulled it up. I was like, yeah, look at this. $50 it is yours or something like that. I don't even know. And he's like, dude, run it. I was like, oh crap. Now I done sold my Batman statue. So she's got one in the box complete. I take it all apart. I look at it. Everything looks cool and clean and great. I found like there's a couple PS2s that were in her vehicle, not in the areas that were obviously disgusting. She's like, hey, there's a shelf inside the front door. You go in the front door, there's a shelf full of games. Her husband's in there. I was so skeeved out just what I saw in that house. And it literally looked like an episode of Hoarders, like just piles of trash that you have to walk through to get there. A severely autistic child eating bowls of eggs and off of piles of filth. Like it was just heartbreaking and gross. And so like I grabbed the games on there and I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point because I'm skeeved out and most of this stuff, dude, that's really smart. That's really smart. Most of the stuff I don't even want to touch, right? Because I'm not bringing consoles full of bugs and stuff. The games and everything, things that you can visibly look at and see, like if there's anything there. But I'm just like, dude, and these people are telling me like they don't have any money. They don't have any money for food. You know what I'm saying? This chick tells me her whole story, and I'm just like, it's heartbreaking. But I'm like, I got to get out of here. Like I am getting me out of here. So I end up giving her like almost $100 for stuff that I just have no intention on doing anything with. And I like, okay, I get out of there. I got like my bag, and anytime I buy consoles or anything, questionable, I put them in a Tupperware. I spray inside it with Raid or whatever, and I let it sit for a month or two. Anything questionable. Dude, I get down the road. I pull out the bag and I just like, let me do one final inspection. I pull this bag out of the games and stuff, and like I see a little critter in there. I take the bag, chunk it. I'm out.
Oh no!
I'm out. I literally paid $80 for the one of the most horrifying experiences of my life. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I just literally threw all the games and stuff in the trash can.
Hey, at least the husband said, "Hey, do you want a tag teamer?"
What?
What, dude? Why?
That's so terrible.
What if he said that? That would have been funny. You're like, what?
No, it was get me out of here. I was like, I had this grand like video planned, and it turned out to be one of the most disgusting and heartbreaking situations I've been in.
That's your viral video, dude. You got to put it out.
Nah, dude. I actually deleted. There might be some footage left on my GoPro, but all the stuff that I got on my phone just while I was in the weird areas, I deleted it. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. I don't.
So was it Resident Evil 7 bad, or was it worse than Resident Evil 7?
It was. Yeah, it was.
It's Chris is in the chat, and every week, every other day, just about every day, he shares a picture of because he takes shit in for consoles in for repair.
Yeah,
and it's a trash bag, and it's got a console in it, and he treats it however he treats it, and he just lets it sit for a couple days before he even attempts to it. And he opened one up earlier today, and he showed us some pictures, and it's just roach.
It's crazy, dude.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy. So I had there was a local reseller who posted a yard sale Facebook ad about 2 years ago or so, year and a half ago. And I knew the guy. Actually, in one of my videos, I bought like 3 or 4 Wii's off of him and some other stuff. And I go to his house, and he's got a stack of games. He's got a couple like binders full of loose discs or whatever. And then he's got a stack of consoles, PS4 Pro, a couple Series S's, or not Series S's, Xbox One S's, stuff like that. So I end up buying like all this stuff off of him, right? Put in all these boxes, throw it in there. I get it home, and I go lay it out in my driveway, and I'm kind of filming everything on my GoPro.
I got to peep.
And then whenever I flip over some of the consoles, I can see like dead critters in them. I'm like, oh God, I just missed it. I don't know how I overlooked it. So what I did was I bagged them, and I bagged them in a bag. I spray inside the thing in the bag. I spray inside the tub. I bagged them. I put them in a tub, and I put them in this on the shelf. Dude, like it's like a year and a half later. I keep saying I'm going to go through and clean and check or whatever. I mean another reseller. And I was like, bro, I got these consoles. I don't think there's live infestation, but there was definitely signs of it, of this previous infestation. I was like, I'll sell them to you or trade them to you for whatever. The dude literally takes them and he cleans, he takes them apart, cleans them, right? Tests them, get them working, and then sold them back to me. I basically just paid him to clean them because I was like, I'm not touching them. So, anyways, I'm not, dude. I just, oh no, I don't even want consoles after.
Look, if I buy a console from somebody, I expect the console to be clean. I expect the console to have been airbrushed out. I'm a little picky when it comes to my consoles. Games can be a little beat up, long as they're going to work. But my console, especially if you don't have a Dreamcast that's prestiged, that Dreamcast probably is not going to work. They cannot take an ass whipping. Now, GameCube can take an ass whipping. Most Nintendo systems can take an ass whipping, but Dreamcast, man, you breathe on that motherfucker the wrong way, it'll stop working.
Yeah, and that's why Sega went out of business.
They're still in business. They just
exited the console business.
Exited the console business. Yeah. Well, when you make, was it the Sega CD, the Sega was it Sega CD, the Sega 32X, then the Sega Saturn, and then you finally make a good damn console in the Dreamcast, but it's produced by Microsoft and convinces Microsoft to get their fucking foot in the damn door. That kind of also helps you go out of business.
Dude, I was a Sega CD boy. I was a 32X guy. I loved.
You were a Power. Did you play the Power Ranger game?
The Sega CD Power Ranger game. Yes, with the actual cutscenes of the Power Rangers. Yes,
because all it was cutscenes.
it was really good though. Yeah, dude, Sewer Sharks was my jam, dude. That was like the first game I got on there. And what was Lethal Enforcers? Like the freaking, the little light gun game or whatever. Oh man,
And then WWF Royal Rumble.
Now that was on. That was on
Steel Cage.
Yeah, I think Steel Cage was Sega. Royal Rumble was Dreamcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved. I loved it. Yeah, Sonic CD was good. What was that? What was that? Eternal Champions fighting game or whatever on Sega?
Yeah, it was part 2 of Eternal Champions. It
that was
had
good.
like a bigger roster, and then that fighting one, that Shaolin Monks one, where it's first person, where it's like, oh, you are here, and all it shows is the hands, and it just shows the feet.
Yeah, I didn't play that one, but I really liked Sega CD for a while there.
Yeah.
I never played anything past Genesis, or actually no, I had a Dreamcast, but between Dreamcast and Genesis, I didn't play Saturn.
Did you play Blue Stinger for the Dreamcast?
No, never. That one never came into my my collection.
Yeah, I've never played it either because I owned it and it didn't work. And according to Reddit, there's a whole print of those games that were just bum. Mine was pristine and it still didn't read.
Dude, the Sega, nothing, no game suffers from disc rot more than the Sega CD run the games.
You're
the Sega
right.
CD and Saturn, it's just like disc rot is just a prevalent problem in that collecting.
Because they were just normal discs, dude. I mean, all you had to do was run this one program and you could easily copy them. It wasn't even like a difficult program to copy those.
Basketball game for Sega CD.
And then 3DO, you could just do a direct copy. That's the reason why 3DO went out of business. You could just direct copy their games, just throw it in, hit copy, and you got a 3DO disc.
Yeah, I can't remember. There's a Sega CD or Saturn. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know enough. There's a CD or Saturn model that you could also direct copy games from as well. It's just burn it onto a disc and boop, pop it in and it'll play right away.
Probably Saturn, because Sega CD, you had to run a program in order to copy the Dreamcast games.
Well, I know that like on one of the Dreamcast models, like the 1030 or the something 30 or whatever, 3030, whichever, one of them will read burnt discs just
no problem, straight out of the box.
That's the one. That's actually the one I have right now. So I don't have any burnt discs.
That's the one. No, well, you're not doing it right. Fucking start burning. Filthy mother. Anyway,
no. Crazy. Oddly enough, I actually don't like playing pirated games. Like I've never liked playing pirated games.
I'm just lazy and don't want to put the damn disc in. It's not that I don't have the disc. So it's basically you just copy it and you keep your original copy just sitting there, because I don't want my copies to get scratched up.
Dude, that was my thing. I had I have a boot disc in my PS2, and I had a mod chip on my Xbox OG. I would upgrade their hard drives, and I would just put my copies in. Or back when the Blockbuster Flip It Pass was a thing, I did rent games and then return them the same day, rent another game. Just flip
pretty easy when your dad owns the Blockbuster store there, bud.
So, well, and there's that whole thing. But yeah, so I definitely had some scummy days there, but I never enjoyed. There's nothing rewarding about there's nothing rewarding about downloading a game and playing it over seeking it, owning it, and then playing it. Like, if it's my copy and I'm doing that with, I totally was like cool with that. But I did not like just downloading games and putting them on a hard drive. I was like, oh, I have it now. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to go down the piracy route, because it's I don't know, too easy. I don't know. There's something about it doesn't appeal to me. But I did have a DVD pirated DVD business for about a year. They treated me well.
I own my copy of Barbie's Horse Adventure for the Xbox, by the way.
Look at that.
Turn in your man card and gun right now.
He's like, I always stay strapped. I got my 9 on my right, and I got my Barbie Horse Adventure on my left.
That's right, bud.
You said you had a pirated DVD business. You want to know how I funded all of my extracurricular activities in high school? Burnt CDs, Napster, and LimeWire, and yeah, dude. My wife, it used to blow her mind. I used to sell cigarettes too, but it used to blow her mind. I was always able
Lucy's?
to. Yeah, 100%. Buy a pack of freaking Marlboro Reds and sell Lucy's.
Nice. You're a regular bodega in New York City. Congratulations. But no, I would go to Blockbuster. No, there's a lot of back in the day. There's a lot of cams. Cams. You go there. It's the latest movie, and it's just some dickhead and somebody walking across the screen with their popcorn. And it's bullshit. It looked like crap. My business model was I would take the latest releases from Blockbuster, copy them, and then I would sell those, and it would be it's DVD quality. Burn on the DVD, and they'd play in everybody's DVD player, and it looked good, and all the menus were there, all the extra features, and that was my angle, and it worked well. I'd sell for $3 a disc. I'd make an extra $200 a week, just and then that's just selling
allegedly
to the dickheads I worked with. So.
Yeah, dude, that was how it was in school. So like that, and I would charge $5 a CD, and $10 if I had to make you a mix. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted like all day, like so a lot of the guys I used to work out with, they would want these rap mix. Oh, I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I want some Yin Yang Twins, some Lil Jon. Oh, I want some blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah, custom.
One of some Pablo.
So nah, dude, I will say this, like that crunk music of the late 90s, early 2000s, that was like real hype, back then. And all of the weightlifting crew, they want the heaviest, the hardest hitting beats. So
no, they want some P.D. Pablo, man. They want that North Carolina. Come on and raise up.
That's right.
Shit off. Throw it around like a helicopter.
That's right. Dude, that was a regular in our weight room.
Then they turn to the other guy and start making out. Oh,
now kiss. Chris said that my computer must have been more infested than those hoarder consoles. Dude, so here's my whole racket. This is the best part, right? Because I was poor AF in high school, right? I would go to my friend's house, who was they were mega wealthy. And he had like the family computer, okay, in the pool room. So what we used to do is every Wednesday night, this is really going to sound terrible, but you got to understand, I was young and didn't know any better.
No, you're filthy roots.
This is bad. This sounds bad when you say it out loud, but I go
when you think about it, it's not so bad. But out loud, it's a little worse.
When you say it out loud, that's what I was telling the kids. We had Bible study tonight, and my 10th and 11th graders were here at the house, and I was like, okay, say what you're doing out loud, and then measure it from there. If it sounds bad when you say it out loud, it is bad. But and then here I am 2 hours later, getting ready to tell you guys a terrible story. So we used to go into my buddy Mark's house. I'm name dropping everything. And we used to all spend the night. Every Wednesday night, we'd spend the night after we'd go to after school. We'd go to weightlifting. We would or football conditioning and all that stuff. We would go to Mark's house. We'd go to church together, and then we'd spend the night and go to school together the next day. That was the only way we could do during the week, sleepovers. I had to be going to church with him. And so after church, it was fair game to do whatever we wanted. So we would go into the pool room, we'd shoot pool and play PS2. By the time Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. So it was playing Grand Theft Auto, taking turns, passing the controller. And I'm over there on LimeWire and Napster and stuff, and I'm downloading everything. And what we used to do is we'd take all of our allowances and all of our money, and on Saturdays we'd go to Best Buy, and we'd buy all the new records that came out, all the new albums, and we would, it was like, oh, I bought the new Limp Bizkit, he bought the new Chimera, whatever. I'd burn him a copy of mine and me a copy of his. And his family just kept the discs available, and the computer was always up. And so after church, I ran my pirating business so that I could go to school and sell loose cigarettes and CDs.
What does the Bible say about video?
Now,
audio pirates.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Now he's a preacher.
And now I'm a pastor. So still selling cigarettes and CDs.
Be careful.
I'm kidding.
That part preacher got excommunicated.
I know. Dude, okay. He told that story about his church computer aids. That's right. That's even worse, right? But because I was doing it for him too.
Yeah, you were using Napster, dude. No one used Napsters except for fucking newbies. Everybody used like a different torrent sites. Only newbies went to Napster because you were seriously, what Chris said, giving your computer fucking AIDS.
Hey, I did what I had to do. It was rough back then. No, but Pick and Preacher got excommunicated for selling Horny Boy games and Grand Theft Auto and all that stuff. But when I was a student pastor, I legit had families standing outside our church on Sunday morning with petitions trying to have me removed because I played hardcore music. And the bulk of the students that came to our church were kids that I'd meet in the clubs and the different bars and stuff when we're going to play shows. So it was like, the band comes up and they're like, and everybody wants to hang out with them backstage, right? So we get off stage, we're breaking down our gear and whatever, and all these young people are wanting to hang and talk or whatever. And I'd just be like, hey, Wednesday nights, you know what I'm saying? Sunday nights, Lighthouse Baptist Church, let's go. We're going to be playing music there too, but it's going to be a little different. And dude, we filled our friggin' church up that way. It was crazy. But it wasn't without some blemishes on my record. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't perfect. I didn't know. I didn't have anybody like me. See, that's what I tell the kids all the time this now. Like, I'm a filthy reseller, so I don't know that I'm the moral authority here. But like when they're at the house, I'm like, my goal is to bridge the gap between decision and discipleship, right? Just like to be that old head in the room that can save headache and heartache because I've lived life. And so I tell them all the time, like, hey man, like the things that are coming to you guys, I've already experienced it. I just didn't have anybody there to kind of help shape and guide me. I was doing all kinds of stupid crap, just trying to figure life out. My dad wasn't even really in the picture. So I was a little bit on my own for some crucial developmental years there. So like, I was like, I can totally save you guys a step if you just listen, lean in and listen and sell me your old video games.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'd buy cigarettes off you, but I quit smoking.
Thank God I quit long time ago because that was.
Is there anybody y'all want to give a shout out to before we get out of here for the night?
Yeah, the Marlboro Man, because he financially supported me through all of my. I'm just totally kidding. That was bad.
I gotta plug myself. Watch the PlayStation Ain't Dead podcast every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time on YouTube's.
And you can also be found on Rumble and clips can also be found
we're on Rumble because of Sean.
That right-wing extremist podcast and PlaystationAin'tDead.
What is your X account, Will?
Will Ain't Dead. You can find me on Instagram at Will Ain't Dead. You can find me on Facebook in any of the PS2 Ain't Dead, PS3 Ain't Dead, PS4 Ain't Dead, PS5 Ain't Dead, PSP/Vita Ain't Dead. Sean, what's that?
Which one's your favorite Ain't Dead group?
Probably PS4. It's not, it's not a very big group, but it's my collecting focus. So
I was going to say favorite. 2 would probably be your favorite.
Well, PS2, it's my biggest group.
Biggest one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like over 80,000 dickheads in there. I don't know, but we stole that from a Middle Eastern guy, but that's another story. And we just ran with it. We got a whole fucking. It's funny. He's like, all right, I'll give you the account, but I just don't he just wanted to be there PS2, but we just ran with PS3, and we got a whole fucking podcast, PlayStation Ain't Dead. So, but at any rate, PlayStation Ain't Dead podcast, check us out. And
where can people find you, Residentdarrell?
Residentdarrell on YouTube, still cranking out my filthy reseller videos. Probably on the longest streak of consistent videos in the last probably 2 years. Least amount of views consistently in the last 2 years. I don't know what I did. I have agitated the algorithm, and I used to get 1,000+ view videos. Now 200 to 500 is about that's a good day for me now. So.
They just want you to spend some money and everything will go back up.
I'm sure.
I'm telling you, once you spend that $20 a month on the whole thing, you'll see everything go up.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like the show, please like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to your enemies. Make them watch the damn show. So, with that said, thank you as always. And whatever you are, whatever you're doing in this wonderful, beautiful world, keep gaming and don't play shovel games because that's for people who suck. Yeah, shuttle game here. Peace.
I got a trophy.